You'll see when I hit my sigil, my recovery goes up to 8.5 thousand. I'm gonna love you. Last time I posted a build, it was about my single target build. I have made some changes since then. I'm now using Dread instead of Vorpal to get those bigger hits out of Griffin's Wrath. I did do some of the things that I said I was going to do in terms of my companions. I'm using the Chultan Tiger still. But I'm going with Earth Archon, Fire Archon, Air Archon, and Siege Master. I just think that this setup gets well-balanced damage out of every situation. I'm not here to talk about my single target DPS build today. Oh, I got one of these, the Ring of the Grave Striker. That's really nice. Probably one of the best things out of this new mod. But I'm not here to talk about my single target build. I'm here to talk about what I use 90% of the time, which is not single target. It's going to be more of a movement speed tank slash buff build. Okay. There are some differences, but there are also some similarities. For this build, I'm going to use Vorpal. I find that it's very well balanced. It works on trash very well. It works in pretty much every situation, especially lower buff parties. Especially lower buff parties where you might not always be maximizing your output from Griffin's Wrath. For this build, I don't even use Griffin's Wrath. For example, like this is what I use when I'm farming tier 2 dungeons. It's just Into the Fray, Enforced Threat, Lunging Strike, Villain's Menace. My main is going to be Heart of the Black Dragon. I'll talk about that a little bit. The main reason Heart of the Black Dragon is so nice is because if you don't hit any targets with it, there's a 75% cooldown on it, and that's going to work with, where is it? Artificer's Persuasion. Every time you use your artifact, you gain recovery, movement, action point gain, stamina gain for 15 seconds. So now we have a sigil that has a 15-second cooldown essentially, and it's going to give me plus 6,000 recovery, plus 6,000 movement, plus 6,000 action point gain, and stamina gain. And then on top of that, when you use a daily for Shepherd's Devotion, you're getting defense, deflection, and movement. I always use Gladiator's Guile. Yet again, your movement speed is 15% faster when you use that. And I'm using Steel Grace. So again, my movement speed is going to get quite crazy. I'm going to try to keep this video short and sweet. I did a lot of talking in my last one. This is more going to be me just flicking through the pages really quickly so you can pause and kind of see what I've done. I won't go into my mentality on why I chose the things I chose. Just keep in mind, this build does put out pretty good numbers for trash clearing. It's still very high DPS. Still very high damage. And more importantly, it helps the team get from point A to point B quicker because of the high action point gain. I will be using Villain's Menace more frequently, which will help the team with their movement speed throughout the progression of the dungeon. So that's pretty nice. But I guess I will just jump right in. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Okay. Alright, stat points. Strength and Constitution, because my main focus here is action point gain to carry the team through the dungeon. Strength for damage. It's pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. Show you my feats. Go down to boons here. Running the lifesteal boon. Have put some more work into the Cloak Ascendancy campaign. We'll probably finish that up pretty soon. Still working on Chult, or the new normal stuff. Cavalry's Warning. Use the mount combat power. Get a buff. All these stat bonuses here. Shepherd's Devotion. Love it. Use it for movement speed. Protector's Camaraderie. Nice boost in power, pretty consistent. Artificer's Persuasion. Use your artifact once every 15 seconds, the Black Dragon artifact. Boost to recovery, movement, action point gain, stamina gain. It's great. Gladiator's Guile. Just pretty much consistent movement speed all across the board. Alright. Villain's Menace, still my main daily. Combat Superiority. Steel Grace, Lunging Strike, Enforced Threat, Into the Fray, Weapon Master Strike, Crushing Surge, Heart of the Black Dragon. So you can get your recovery up using Artificer's Persuasion and the Heart of the Black Dragon without sacrificing any other offensive stats, which is a huge bonus. Huge bonus. Alright. I don't think there's any more to talk about. I didn't go into too much detail, but feel free to ask questions. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the video. Sorry. Hopefully the audio issues are fine. There's going to be some awkward cuts here and there, but that's okay. I kind of rushed this. Oh, there's that guy again. All right. Thanks again. See you guys next time.